Right, I'm going to talk about substitution, which is not something that occurs in the World Cup when a player gets injured. Well, it is, but it's not what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about substitution in algebra. So if I have an expression like this, x to the power 2, x squared minus 5x plus 4, that's just an expression. And I might want to say substitute x equals 3, let's say. All I mean is that I take this value of x here and I just put 3 in its place. So I've got x squared minus 5x plus 4. This might be an equation that crops up if you're working out some kind of formula to do with simple interest. It might be a formula that works out how much power there is in an engine or something like that. It could be a formula used in any aspect of science. If I say substitute x equals 3, what does that mean? Well, I've got x squared minus 5x plus 4. Observe while I'm talking about this that I keep on writing it out. I keep on writing out my equation again and again and again, maybe emphasizing different aspects of it or thinking about this. Substitute x equals 3, but it doesn't hurt to actually write it out. So if I say x equals 3, well, let's have a look at that. That's 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 4. Let's just go through that. All I've done is taken that x and I've just put 3 in its place. X is just that symbol there. What that means is I don't know what that number is, and now I've told you x equals 3. So we just whack it in there and we just go through the process. So it's 3 squared minus 5 times 3, because we've got 5x, that's 5 times x, it's kind of a silent multiplication, plus 4, well 4 doesn't do anything. 4 doesn't, that's just a number. Alright, so what have I got? I've got 9 minus 5 threes are 15 plus 4 equals, well, let's have a think about that. That's going to be 9 plus 4 is 13 minus 15 equals minus 2. So what I've done is taken that expression there and substitute x equals 3. While I've got it, I just want to encourage you to think about a formula. If you get a formula like that, the first thing you should do, I guess, is, well, I'll write it out again, minus 5x plus 4. I'm going to substitute, and this should be your first reaction when you see any mathematics at all. Substitute. That's not right. Substitute. X equals 0. Why 0? Because 0 is quite often interesting, and you can see that when I substitute x equals 0 into this formula here, well, I'll get 0 because 0. Well, I'll put it in 0 squared minus 5 times 0 plus 4. Well, that's just 0, isn't it? Minus 0, because 0 times 0 is 0 plus 4 equals 4. So if we get this equation here and substitute x equals 0, we get 4. We get that 4 sticking out there because the 4 isn't touched by 4 hasn't got an x in it. This has. This term has because it's 5x. This one has because it's x squared. That one's just 4. So it says there. Right, that's substitution. I'm going to stop there.